Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and beautiful Keenan City, nestled beneath the pine trees. The home of the North Carolina Tar Heels, fired up and ready for this energized battle. We've got a great matchup here on deck. Still early in the season, but both teams come in undefeated, ready to test each other and try to stay perfect on the year. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the second-ranked team, the North Carolina Tar Heels. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to get this game going. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and they bring the football to the 25-yard line. So the Maryland Terrapins offense comes on the field first today. And this quarterback, of course, Kirk, he's the guy that stirs the drink for this team.
We'll talk about the total package. He runs it, produces it, directs it, acts out all the scenes. He's the whole package. I love a quarterback who understands the ins and outs of a football game. This kid plays like he wrote the manual.
And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And is intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, that is a tough way to start this game for this offense, throwing an interception on their first drive. Big thing now is you go to the sideline, talk to the offensive coordinator, make a couple adjustments, and come back and play with confidence next time you get the ball.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Movement here from the tight end. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. And the Tar Heels hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Second effort, their defense cannot stop them short of the marker. And the Tar Heels are in the red zone. And looking to throw now on first down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Tackled at the 8 after the completion. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. On the run, it's Washington. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Got the first down, now looking for more. Football comes out. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
Well, the defense saw the quarterback keeping the ball, and their eyes lit up trying to get to him to knock that ball away. And as a quarterback, he's got to do a better job on these design runs. He can't afford to keep the ball loose in traffic. He has to hold on tight, keep that ball close to his body, or they're going to turn it over every time.
And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice, accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he scores. Touchdown, UNC.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT doinks off the left upright, but goes through.
That makes North Carolina 14, Maryland 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. And they bounce back from that right away. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker is coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defense coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go by the time he got the ball in his hands.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now. The Terrapins will bring their punt team on the field now. And here's the return now from midfield. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete, even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, Chris, I can tell you as a quarterback, there's nothing more frustrating than a big defensive lineman who's good at swatting the ball. Because if they don't do it, oftentimes you got an open receiver and a completion.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got it for a big gain. Stop quickly at the 13, but here we are in the red zone.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
And the Tar Heels lining up here on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
He's back at the 11-yard line. Brings up second down.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Takes the handoff again. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. And he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. On third down, it's a handoff. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina.
Number 27 is in the end zone.
But they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead.
That makes the score North Carolina 21, Maryland 0.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Sets the kickoff.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Maryland offense is back out on the field now. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? And the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. That play makes it 2nd and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked.
He'll be sacked back at the 2-yard line.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
And the Terrapins will have to kick this away. It's a rough series for the offense, and now he's on to punt it away. He boots it away from inside his own end zone. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. A very quick throw.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker. And the Tar Heels will come to the line to run the hurry-up. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Catch made over the middle. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
And the Tar Heels line it up with 1st and goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very... And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
The Terrapins will send their punt team onto the field. So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And they've got the returner corralled. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's reeled in. It's Washington. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. And the Tar Heels come up to the line in the hurry-up. And the ball to the ground. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Linebacker shifting around now. And there's the handoff. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Looking to pass here on second down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field.
Easy.
Grab behind the line. It's Washington. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
Loss
You know, he had
of
nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
He's escaping the pocket now. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover. This should be the last play of the quarter. Grab behind the line. It's Humphreys. Stop right there at the line. No gain. And it's North Carolina in front. A solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. begin quarter number 2. We'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Bringing pressure. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down. And the Terrapins will line up to boot it away. Back out to punt for the 4th time today. And it's taken at the 45. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because you can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. You're going to have to go back to the drawing board.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. But the next tip ball could be going the other way.
So a field goal attempt coming up now. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. And he knocks that one right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. That falls incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it and just misses him.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Off the RPO, caught to the right. He's found some room at the 45. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Can he take it all the way? The 30. The 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And the returner will be brought down. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick six. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And they bring him down right at the 20.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Handoff from the shotgun. Gets some space around the 30. And it's good for a first down at the 36.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
It's a draw to the back. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They bring him down. Blockers not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down. The Terrapins will bring their punt team onto the field. On the kick now for the 5th time today. Choosing to return the punt. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. And they pick up the first on the ground. Gets into space at the 50. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
And the Tar Heels looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Well, you're inside the red zone, which means you can't come away with anything less than 3 points. But you know this offense is thinking about a touchdown. They're trying to get to that end zone. They go with the toss play. The big boys up front being mobile, moving around, and the running back trying to get behind them to find you.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC.
think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Extra point try coming now. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. The last drive stalled and were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Handoff to the back. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They get him down, but he gets the ball across the 10-yard line.
Well, those counter plays are tough on a defense. Defense has got to be gap sound. You get so caught up in the base concepts. If the offense comes back with a counter play, if you're not sound with your gap integrity, you can give up a big play.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it.
Really aggressive call here by the offensive coordinator. The quarterback very fortunate to get out of his own end zone and avoid taking a safety.
And now before the kickoff, a timeout has been taken by the receiving team.
Timeout, North Carolina.
And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. And the ball is away from his own end zone. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. First down. Looking to throw the football. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
That sack makes it second down and forever. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Tar Heels looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Defense expecting run. They'll stop him short of the goal line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
2nd down and goal upcoming.
Hey, Cam. Lasso.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
Now the try here for the extra point.
Is on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Maryland offense is back out on the field now. They're going to hold here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's awesome. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. 1st and 10 now for the offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The Terrapins come to the line in a hurry up. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape and is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he crosses the 30. Out of bounds after another huge chunk on the ground. What a job by this offensive line today.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, North Carolina.
First down here for this offense. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And it's incomplete. They tried the trick play on first down. Doesn't fool the defense. So second down after the incompletion.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
This running back's had a big
Of 6.
dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
This will be fair caught at the 30. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. And the Terrapins will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. The North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. They'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Caught behind the line. It's Washington. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And the Tar Heels hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. Really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Here we go on 4th down. Breaks loose at the 40. And moves the ball to the 35. Another first down.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. You know, as a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down.
Jackrabbit. Yankee Blue. Yankee Blue.
Takes the handoff. It's Gutierrez. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And the beatdown continues.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
And they'll set up for the PAT.
Here is on for the extra point.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead.
That means the score, North Carolina, 59, Maryland, 0.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Kick this one over.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. This drive is important. The last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Getting set. Here's second down.
29 Philly.
They'll run it here. Here's the running back with the ball. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The Terrapins will have to kick it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Oh, and he's got some space here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in the return. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. The offense is set up with excellent field position. Snags the quick throw. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, they get positive yards here, but I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
25.
Back in motion now. Defense able to hold. Third down play for this offense. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Hard running there, breaking tackles. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Looking to throw it on first down. He finds his man. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
And the Tar Heels pick up enough yardage for a first down. From the shotgun, drops back. Receiver makes the catch. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Tar Heels. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Number 27 takes it in.
And they'll set up with the PAT.
For the extra point.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out, and they put something together in this round. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Keeping it on the ground here. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quick throw to his receiver. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. And that sets up a return. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the wideout. And the senior quarterback, lucky he didn't get picked off, almost made a freshman mistake.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Second down play coming up for this offense. The quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And they've got him behind the line. The option doesn't work at all.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. And the Tar Heels will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Drop him back, looking to throw for the first down. He dumps it off to the tight end. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches. The Terrapins will have to punt this one away. And here's the return. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. An electrifying play, Kirk. He was just a better athlete than the guys trying to stop him on that coverage team.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by this returner. But let's also not forget the blocks. Some key blocks there that set this return up and eventually got him into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone.
And the Maryland offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pass is intercepted. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. They'll hand it off. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. And it's North Carolina in front, Kirk. It's been pretty one-sided so far at the end of 3. Let's check out the stats. One quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back. Defense is coming after him. Then as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Running back has it on a screen now. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the 4th quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
It's an option look. Pitch to the back. Touchdown, UNC. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Number 15.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick in the very first play. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught quickly. They've got it, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, Offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. The tight end has got it. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. That completion makes it second and medium. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made on the out route. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. Quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it could be pick six going the other way.
Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. That one lands and bounces out of bounds. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the runner takes off to his right. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Well, throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
A gain makes it second and medium. And the quarterback dropping back. The short completion of the tight end. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Okay, ready?
First and 10 play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
So two big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and it can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Second and goal for the offense.
Get set, get set.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, North Carolina. And this one is getting ugly.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. but the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They'll run the option. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it, up and.
See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On first down, it's play action. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big pull. And batted away.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Maryland offense is back out on the field now. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. What a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position.
Boy, just a great job by this quarterback of being able to put this ball up into the air to give his receiver a chance to time that up perfectly for a huge gain for the offense.
They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
He'll throw it now. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. And that one's straight down the middle. So they get the 3, but the margin is still huge.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. The offense will take their first time out of the half. The touch strategy here. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hand. He was going to come down with it, but give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Now it's second down here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Short connection to the tight end here.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46. And the Tar Heels will come to the line to crank up the tempo. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid game.
Second down after that previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. And the Tar Heels will line up on first and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. That ball snagged for a completion. They bring him down after a short gain there. And the Tar Heels move into the red zone. They look to throw it here on second down. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And the beatdown continues.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And they get set now to try the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. First play of the drive, they've come out throwing. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. Here's the second down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's hit right as he throws it, incomplete. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Lets it go quickly. And he's got his man open downfield. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Second down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out.
Okay, ready?
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down.
Fire!
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's going to be a loss on the play. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense. Seventh play of the drive coming up. Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. That big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
Dumps a short throw down to the running back.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offensive coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
That is high awareness for that receiver to know where the sticks were and adjust the route accordingly.
First down. Looking to throw the football. He's running out of time here. Going to try to use his legs here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
Important second down play coming up. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. The Terrapins are in the red zone.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
Picks up 6. First and goal, Maryland.
And the Terrapins hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal.
Cricket.
And he drops back in the gun. Running out of time in the pocket. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.